hiring a salesperson is a great idea, right? Well, yeah, but only once you reach a very specific point. Because if you hire before that moment, you're basically paying someone to help you be confused better. Hello everyone, my name is Lucas and welcome to AnyBiz.io's YouTube channel. Hiring someone for sales feels like progress. You add a person, activity increases, more emails go out, more calls happen, and it feels like the company is moving forward. But you might be mistaking activity as the same as progress. And hiring before you understand your outbound process is often just a very expensive way to experiment. When founders start outbound, they usually still don't know exactly who converts fast, which messaging works, what offer gets replies, which channels perform better, or even how long the sales cycle really is. So if you hire someone at that stage, that person is not scaling a system. That person is helping you figure things out through trial and error. And trial and error with salaries is much more expensive than trial and error with automation. And so let's run a small economic test here. If this video is already generating positive ROI for your brain, please confirm it by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and ringing the bell. For measuring returns, of course. Now, this leads to the real question. When does automation make sense? And when does hiring actually make sense? The easiest way to think about this is very simple. Automation reduces risk. Hiring increases commitment. When you use automation, you can test different ICPs, messaging, offers, and channels without committing to salaries, training, and management. You can change strategy in the blink of an eye, adjust positioning, test new industries, and learn how your market reacts. Automation gives you flexibility while you are still learning. Now, hiring is different. When you hire someone, you are committing a lot more money, time, and management attention. So that only makes sense when you already know what that person should be doing, who they should target, what they should say, and what success really looks like. This is why the order matters so much. First, you find what works. Then, you hire people to do more of what works. But many founders reverse this order. They hire first and hope the system will figure itself out. And that usually leads to slow results, frustration, and very expensive learning. Automation is not there to replace people. Automation is there to reduce risk, help you learn faster, and make sure that when you hire people, they enter a system that already works. And this is where automation stops being a tool and starts becoming part of your sales infrastructure. And for that, the tool that makes the most sense for this is AnyBiz. Not when you already have a full sales team and a mature outbound machine, but instead at the stage where you need to build outbound structure, test positioning, identify your ICP, and understand what messaging actually generates conversations. AnyBiz acts like your first outbound infrastructure. The system builds and runs multi-channel outbound. The AI helps research and personalize outreach, and the customer success team helps adjust targeting, messaging, and positioning based on results. So instead of hiring someone and asking them to figure everything out from scratch, you build the structure first, learn what works, and then, only then, when the pipeline starts becoming predictable, that's when hiring people actually makes economic sense. Because at that point, you are not hiring people to experiment. You are hiring people to expand something that already works. Automation is not about replacing people, and hiring is not a mistake. The mistake is doing things in the wrong order. In outbound, first you learn, then you structure, and then you scale. And the scaling is when people come in, not when the system is still being figured out. And if this video helped you think about automation and hiring a little more strategically, then I think the algorithm deserves a like, a subscribe, and a bell as well. Thank you for watching so far, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.